Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Preeti Khulbe, Assistant Professor, School of Pharmacy, Suresh Gyan Vihar, University, Jaipur. Today's topic, which we are discussing, is Quality Management System, the ISO family, 9000 family of standards. So, this one thing which I want to clear here, that this is the third video of the series of Quality Management System. We have already uploaded two videos related to the quality management system earlier in this channel. So if you want the introductory part, so you can visit those previous videos. Okay, so the third lecture of quality management system as we are starting. So learning objective. So the upon completion of this topic, the students should be able to learn about how about the the quality management. What is quality management? Why the quality management is important? This is you will came to know after the completion of this unit. Then understand the concept of quality by design and Six Sigma concept. So what is quality by design? What is Six Sigma concept? How the Six Sigma concept work? Where to use quality by design concept? So all these things the students will be able to learn in this in this unit. Okay. So these are the learning objectives. Next is learning outcome. So on successful completion of unit, students will be able to know about the concept and use of GLP. There is a term which is known as GMP. This is different. The GLP is different. GMP stands for good manufacturing practices, where GLP stands for good laboratory practices. Okay, so concept of and use of good laboratory practices, the students will be able to learn in this topic. Other than that, role of ISO 14000, that is NABL, also you will came to know role of ISO 9000, role of ISO 14000, international standards of organization is ISO. So what is this ISO 14000? Okay, and what is this NABL stands for? So all these things we will discuss in this unit. Other than that, concept of out of specifications and change control. What is this OOS? When to apply change control? What is the concept behind out of specification? So all these things we will cover in this unit. Last but not the least, understanding about ISO 9000 series. So as if you have watched my previous videos, so you know that we have discussed a lot about ISO 9000 series, and in this we have discussed that ISO 9000 series is specific for the quality management system. Okay, so quality management system, there is ISO. In ISO there is very subclasses or or we can say amendments in the ISO 9000 is there, ISO 9001, ISO 9000 7. There are many. So yeah. So now factual approach to decision making. In this we have already discussed the about the previous. Yeah, so factual approach we are talking about. So factual approach to decision making involved ISO 9000 2005. Okay, there are ISO 9000 2001. There are 9000 2000. So ISO 9000 2005 basically involved the factual approach to decision making. In this effective decision, in this it is mentioned that the effective decisions are based on the analysis of data and information. That is, if you want to, deal with decision. If you want to deal with something where you have to take the decision, so the decision will always be taken on the basis of analysis of data as well as the information which you have gathered. So effective according to ISO 9000 2005, for the effective quality management, the factual approach to decision making is very important, and it is related to the related to that the analysis of data and information. Now, the implications of factual approach of decision making. So we have already discussed many, principles of that management which are used in the quality management system. So one of them is the decision making. So the implications of factual approach of decision making involve ensuring that data and information are sufficiently accurate and reliable. So when we are taking decision on the basis of data, so it is very important to ensure that the data which we are taking, which we are collecting, are accurate as well as reliable. Means it should not fake, basically we can say. So how it happens, we have to collect the data from authenticated sources only. Okay, the next is making data accessible to those who need it. So we have to we have to collect the data and make it available for those who is needy of that information or that data. Next is analyzing data and information using valid methods. So here we have discussed that the factual decision making approach we can use when we properly analyze the data and information. Okay, so data collection is different thing and analyzing is different process. Okay, so data collection we can say is collection or collect data collected should be from the authenticated source. So data should be sufficiently accurate as well as reliable. But if the data is reliable but we are not analyzing it properly, so again there is no there is not proper decision making may occur. Okay, so that for this, so for proper decision making, we need to analyze and information, analyze the data, and we need to use the information by the valid sources or valid methods we have to use for the data management or for the data analysis. Okay. Now, making decisions and taking action based on factual analysis, balance with experience and intuitions. Okay, so decision making and taking action, which are in the on the basis of factual analysis, should be balanced, and it should be, it should be with, we can say, proper intuition and experience. So it should be balanced, we can say. Okay, so now, so these are some implications of the actual factual approach of decision making. Now, the benefits of this factual approach of decision making. So, there are multiple benefits in which first one is informed decision. So, because we are taking decision on the basis of we are taking decisions on the basis of this approach, on the basis of data gathered. So, decisions are always informed decisions. Second one is increased ability to demonstrate the effectiveness of past decisions through references to factual records. Okay, so that is the there is increase in the ability of the ability to demonstrate the effectiveness of the past decisions. Okay, and through the references of factual records. Similarly, increase ability to review challenges and changes opinions and decision, because we are, again we are using the data here, we are using the proper data and proper method for analyzing them. So the review of ability of review is important, improved, as well as there is a changes and we can say challenges and changes opinions and decisions are increased. Now next is the mutually beneficial supplier relationship. So as per ISO 9000:2005, next principle is the mutual beneficial suppliers relationship. In this, it is mentioned that an organization and its suppliers are interdependent, and a mutual beneficial relationship enhances the ability of both to create values. Okay, so again we can say that it is because it is a mutually beneficial supplier relationship. So the organization and its suppliers are independent and mutually take the benefit of from the relationship, and it enhances the capability for both. That is, if we are making a relationship for the benefits of the both the organizations. So that is known as the mutual beneficial relationship. Okay, so it creates the values for the both, or so this is what the mutually beneficial suppliers relationship. Now, implications of this principle, that is implications of mutually beneficial suppliers relationship. So, establishing relationships that balance short-term gains with long-term considerations. Okay, so that is which can we can say, balance the short-term gains as well as long-term consideration. It is the first implication, because we are making a relationship for the future goals, to achieve the future goals, to achieve the long term goals. So that is again one implication for this mutually beneficial supplier relationship. The next application is pooling of expertise and resources with partners. So because we are here making the relationship with the another partner, that means there are two companies which are independent but which are making a relationship between each other. Okay, so that is they are pooling the expertise as well as the resources, okay, with their partner. That is, one company is also giving their expertise and resources to the other, and same vice versa. So that what is there, that means there is a pooling of things are there. Okay, next is identifying and selecting key suppliers. Okay, so it is again the important thing that we need to identify and select the key suppliers so that we can make the mutual relationship with them. Okay, next is clear and open communication. So for the mutually beneficial suppliers relationship, it is very essential that there is a open communication and there is a clear communication between the two companies should be there, which are in the mutual benefits relationship. Now, sharing information and future plans are also important in case of this mutually benefit suppliers relationship. Now, establishing joint development and improvement activities, as well as inspiring, encouraging, and recognizing improvements and achievements by suppliers are also an important part of this thing. Okay, so inspiring, encouraging, and recognizing events and achievements by the supplier. Now, benefits of mutually beneficial suppliers relationship. So there are multiple benefits of mutually beneficial suppliers relationship, in which it is increase the first one is increase the ability to create values for both parties. So it is essential that there is a increase in the values as well as ability for both the parties should be there. Now, flexibility and speed of joint responses are there to change the market and customers' need and expectations. Similarly, optimization of cost and resources should be there. Okay, so these are some benefits of the these mutual relationship supplier are there. Okay, so we can say that increase ability to create the values for both the parties, because both parties are equally important here, and both the parties are working for each other, so it creates the values for both the parties. Similarly, it should be flexible. It should provide the flexibility and speed to join the responses with the changing environment need, changing market need. Similarly, it optimizes the cost and resources, because both parties are having certain resources, and both are, we can say, both are, sharing their resources. Okay, so cost as so that there may be a reduction cost also may occur because they are sharing the resources. Okay, now steps in developing a QMS, that is the steps in developing a QMS according to the ISO 9000-2005. So, what are those steps which are there in the development of, development of this QMS? So, first is the determining the needs and expectations of customers and other interested parties. So, this is the first step of this QMS establishment or QMS development. Second is establishing the quality policy and quality objectives of the organization. Okay, so that it can be, establish the quality policy as well as there is a, quality objectives of the organization. This is the second step of the development of QMS. So first we need to determine the expectation of the customer, that what our customer needs. Okay, then only we can make policies as well as the objective for the fulfillment of that customer's expectation. Okay, so first step is need हमको determine करनी है. By we can determine the need by doing the market survey. Okay, next is establishing the policies, quality policies. So we need to make the quality policies as well as quality objectives on the basis of that particular our customer expectation. That is, our customer expectation is this. So we have to make the objectives according to that, and on the basis of this objective also we need to make the policies. Okay, to fulfill those objectives. Now next is determining the processes and the responsibilities necessary to attain the quality objective. So it is again the important thing that we need to determine the process and we need to determine the responsibilities which are necessary to attain the quality objectives. Okay, next is determining and providing the resources necessary to attain the quality objectives. Okay, so that we determine the process and responsibility, also the resources necessary for the this quality objective को achieve करने के लिए. Okay, next is establishing methods to measure the effectiveness and efficiency of each process. So for each and every process establishment, it is necessary to measure the effectiveness of that process. Okay, now applying these measures to determine the effectiveness and efficiency of each processes. Okay, हर एक process का जो भी process है उसकी कितनी effectiveness है and how it is efficient, this also we need to measure for developing the QMS. Okay, other than that, it also used to determine the means of preventing non-conformities and eliminating their causes. So along with the objectives and responsibilities, we also have to determine the non-conformities and how to eliminate their causes. Okay. Next, for effective quality management system, for developing effective quality management system, the prevention and eliminating the cause of non-conformities are very, very important. Now, establishing and applying a process for continual improvement of the quality management system. So the establishment of quality management system and also how it can be applied to the process of continual improvement. So this is again an important step of quality management system. Okay, so here we can say that 8 steps of quality management system developments are there. Okay, so first is determining the need and expectation of customer and other interested parties. Second is establishing the quality policy and quality objectives of the organization, determining the processes and responsibilities necessary to attain the quality objective, determining and providing the resources necessary to attain the quality objectives, establishing needs to measure the effectiveness and efficiency of each process, applying these measures to determine the effectiveness and efficiency of each processes. Now, determining means of preventing non-conformities and eliminating their causes. Similarly, establishing and applying a process for continual improvement of the quality management system. So these are the steps, 8 steps of development quality management system as per ISO 9000:2005. Now, role of top management. So, as per ISO 9000:2005, role of top management for developing the quality management system are explained. So, quality management principles can be used by top management as the basis of its role, which is as follows. So first one is establishing and maintaining the quality policy and objectives. So first rule of quality management principle is to establish and maintain the quality policy as well as the objectives related to it. Second role of top management is to promote the quality policy and objectives throughout the organization to increase the awareness, motivation and involvement. Okay, so first तो ये है कि that is top management is only responsible for making the quality objective as well as establishing the quality policies. Okay, so that we can say that it is the duty of top management to to establish the policies and to make the rules and regulations related to this quality management systems or quality management principles. So quality management policies and establish karna and objective maintain karna, this is all the work of the quality management. After the establishment, the next very important thing which is related to the quality the top management is जो quality policies they have made, जो उन्होंने बनाई हैं उनको proper follow करवाए and increasing the awareness as well as the motivation and involvement of the people related to that quality policies as well as objectives. Okay, now next is the ensuring focus on customer requirement throughout the organization. That is, they need to also ensure that the either their organization is fulfilling or working on the fulfillment of customers requirement or not. Okay, this is ensuring focus. Now next is it also ensuring that appropriate processes are implemented to enable the requirement of customers to be fulfilled and quality objectives to be achieved. Okay, so it is again the important thing that it should top management should ensure that the proper implementation of requirement of customers are there or not to achieve the quality objectives. Next is ensuring that an effective and efficient QMS is established and implemented and maintained. So yeah, this is also the duty of top management that they should see that either in their organization either QMS is there or not, or properly effective or not, or implemented or not, or if the QMS is implemented, it is maintained or not. Okay, so this is all the duties of the top management is there. Okay, yeah, next is ensuring the ability of necessary resources. So they need to ensure that the resources which we are having are suitable for the our quality to achieve our quality objective or not. So ensuring the availability and of necessary resources, that is either, or we can say the resources which we required are there in the company or not. Next is reviewing the quality management system periodically. So once the quality management system is applied or rules are set up, policies are formed, the work is not finished. So the top management also need to focus on the review of that quality management system, and this review should be done in a periodical manner. Okay, it may be after 6 in every 6 months or every 3 months में करना है, कैसे करना है, it depends upon your company as well as your management system. Now next is deciding on actions of improvement and deciding on actions for improvement of the QMS. Okay, so QMS के according, like decisions are there is involvement in the QMS during the decision, on the decision or not, or decisions on the action regarding the quality policies and objectives are taken by the top management or not. Okay, so that is top management duty is there, that they should take the decision related to the quality policy and objective, and also improvement in the QMS. If they need that there should be an improvement of the QMS, so they can propose the quality for change in the quality policies as well as objective. Okay, so these are some we can say the roles of top managements are there. So here it is mentioned that the quality management principles can be used by the top management on the basis of its rules, which are following: establishing and maintaining the quality policy and objective, promoting the quality policy and objectives throughout the organization to increase the awareness, motivation and involvement, ensuring focus on customer requirements throughout the organization, ensuring that appropriate processes are implemented to enable requirements of customers to be fulfilled and quality objectives to be achieved, ensuring that an effective and efficient QMS is established, implemented and maintained, ensuring the availability of necessary resources, reviewing the quality management system periodically, decisions on actions regarding the quality policy and objective, as well as decision on the on actions of improvement of the this environment process. Now, values of documentation in the as per the ISO 9000 2003. So, values of documentation as per ISO 9000 2005. Sorry, not 2005. So, documentation enables communication of intent and consistency of their actions. Its use contributes the its use contributes to achieve of conformity to customers' requirements and quality improvement. Similarly, next is provisions of appropriate training. Next is the repeatability and traceability, provisions of objective evidence, evaluation of effectiveness and continuing suitability of the quality management system. Generation of documentation should not be an end in itself, but should be a value adding activity. So we can say, when we are talking about the value of documentation, so we all know that we all should agree on that documents are a very important part of any organization, like, because documentation enables the communication and intent of the consistency of the action, or we can say it is a proof of consistency of the action, that आपने कोई काम किया है तो उसका proof है. Its use basically contributes in achieving the customer's requirement and the quality improvement, so that we can, if we'll note down, if we'll maintain the document, so we came to know that, yeah, quality policies are followed. So accordingly, the traceability is there, the repeatability is there, evaluation of the effectiveness and continuing suitability of the quality management system is there. Now, next is types of documentation. As per the ISO 9000 2005, there are various types of documentation which are used in the QMS. Okay, so we have already discussed about many of the documentation. Like first one is the quality manuals. So in quality manuals are basically used in each and every step, we can say, that is the description of organization's QMS is given in the quality management or quality manual only. Okay, other than that, the quality plans are there, so that is descriptions of how the QMS is applied to a specific product. So that means the project or the contract is is there. So description related to the QMS application is there, the quality plan. Next is the specifications. So that is documentations starting requirements are there in the specifications. Now guidelines. So documentation stating the recommendations are there in the guidelines. Similarly, documents that provide information about how to perform the activities and process consistently. For example, procedures, work instructions are there. Next is the records for providing the objectives, evidences of activities performed for the results are achieved are there in the records. Each organization determines the extent of documentation required and the media to be used. Okay, so it depends upon the company to company that in QMS how many records they include. But some of the major records are given here, that is quality manual should be there, which gives the full description related to the organization's QMS. कैसा QMS है, कहाँ follow हो रहा है, क्या quality policies हैं, all are there in the quality manuals. Next is quality plans should also be there. In this, all the descriptions related to the QMS and its application related to the specific products are given. Now in the specification, all the specifications are stating the requirements of the quality QMS. Similarly, the guidelines recommends all the recommendation related to the QMS are there in the guidelines, and record all the activity records are there in the activity record. Evaluating quality management system. So when we are evaluating the quality management systems, so when evaluating quality management systems, there are four basic requirement questions that should be asked in relation to every process being evaluated. Is the process identified and appropriately defined? This is the first question which should be we should evaluate. Second is, are responsibilities assigned, किसको responsibility assign की है और क्या responsibility assign हुई है. Third are the procedures implemented and maintained. Next is the process effective in achieving the required results. Next is the collecting answers. The collective answer of to the above questions can determine the result of the evaluation. And evaluation of the quality management system can vary in scope and encompasses a range of activities such as auditing and reviewing the quality management system and self-assessment. Now, audits are used to determine the extent to which, next topic is auditing the quality management system. So, when we, audit the quality management system, when we audit the quality management system as per ISO 9000:2005, so audits are used to determine the extent to which the quality management system requirements ISO 9001 are fulfilled. So audit findings are used to assess the effectiveness of the QMS and to identify the opportunities for the improvement. First party audits are conducted by or on behalf of the organization itself for internal purposes and can form the basis for an organization's self-declaration of conformity. Similarly, the second party audits are conducted by customers of the organization or by other persons on behalf of the customer. Similarly, third-party audits are conducted by external independent organization. Okay, and ISO 19011 provides the guidance on auditing. Okay, so if we talk about the auditing and quality management system, so audits are basically used to assess the effectiveness of the quality management system. There are three types of audits. First party audits are conducted by or organization on the internal purpose for itself and internal purpose. Second party audits are conducted by the organizations, by the customers of the organization or by other person on behalf of customers. In third party, the external independent organization may audit in your organization. Okay, and all the details, all the guidelines related to the auditing system are given or are maintained in ISO 1911. Now next is reviewing quality management systems. As per ISO 9000:2005, one role of top management is to carry out the regular systematic evaluation of the suitability, adequacy, effectiveness and efficiency of the quality management system with respect to the quality policy and quality objectives. So when we are reviewing the quality management system, so we can say it is the responsibility of the top management that it should review the quality management system periodically. The review can include the consideration of the need to adapt the quality policy and objectives in response to changing needs and expectation of interested parties. Similarly, the review includes determining of need for action or amongst other sources of information. Audit reports are used for review of the quality management system. So audit reports are also should include the review of quality management system. If in audit report no review is there, so it may take it may be a negative point for your during your audit in QMS. Now next is an organization self-assessment is a comprehensive and systematic review of the organization's activity and result referenced among against the quality management system or a model of excellence. Self-assessment can provide an overall view of the performance of the organization and the degree of maturity of the quality management systems. It can also help to identify the areas requiring improvement in the organization and to determine the priorities. Now, there are some objectives which are related to today's lecture. The first objective is the beneficial suppliers relationship BSR is related to. It is related to the quality audit type. It is a quality management principle. It is a quality management system or it is a quality management system. Second is quantity management system and fourth one is quality management principle. So yes, we have already discussed that beneficial supplier relationship is the quality management principle. That is answer D is correct. Here you can see that mutually beneficial supplier relationship is a management principle. Okay, so yeah, this answer is correct. Yeah. So second is factual approach to decision making involves. Okay, this also we have covered in today's lecture, that factual approach to decision making. So it involves decisions are based on analysis of data. Correct, we have discussed it. And our decisions are based on the experience. Yes, it is also correct. Decisions are based on the information. It is also correct. That means the D answer, that is all mentioned, are correct. So we can say that factual approach to decision making involves decisions are based on the analysis of data, the experience, as well as the information. Next is the factual approach to decision making is related to ISO 9000. Answer is 2005. तो अभी हमने पढ़ा हुआ है क्योंकि so it is not related to 2008, not 2010, not 2009. It is related to the ISO 9000 2005. Factual approach to decision making. Next is implications of factual approach to decision making involves making data accessible to those who need it, analyzing data and information using valid methods, making decisions and taking actions based on factual analysis balanced with experience and intuitions, or all mentioned. So we have already discussed the implications of factual approach of decision making. So we have discussed that the making of data accessible to those who need is there, analysis data and information using valid methods should be there, the making decision and taking actions on the basis of factual analysis based on the experience and intuitions are also there. So that is answer D is correct. Next is benefits of factual approach of decision making. So if we talk about the benefits of factual approach, so it includes the informed decisions. Yes, it is there. Increased ability to demonstrate the effectiveness of past decisions through references to factual records. Yes, it is also there. Increased ability to review challenges and changes, opinions and decisions. It is also there. Last one is all mentioned. So that we can see that benefits of factual approaches to decision making involved informed decision, increased ability to demonstrate the effectiveness of past decisions through references to factual records, as well as increased ability to review challenges and changes, opinions and decision. Answer D is correct. All mentioned about the benefits of factual approach to decision making. Yeah, so that's all for today. These are the references. For references, you just need to type on Google about the quality management system. You will get to know each and everything related to it. Also, you can visit the QMS site directly to read about this. You can also visit the multiple papers which are published, in which the quality management system is mentioned. So for the detailed and current records. Okay. So yeah. So thank you so much. So yeah. You can also, this is the important thing in this is types of documentation is very important. Other than that, QMS steps are very important, as we have discussed that there are 8 steps. So these steps are very important when we talk about the QMS. ठीक है, तो अगर कोई QMS में आपके steps, so if we talk about the long answers, so steps of QMS is important. So we have discussed that 8 steps are there: determining the need and expectation of customer and other interested parties, establishing the quality policies, quality objectives of the new organization, determining the processes and responsibilities necessary to achieve the quality objectives, determining and providing the resources necessary to maintain to attain the quality objective, establishing methods to measure the effectiveness of and efficiency of each processes, applying these measures to determine the effectiveness and efficiency of each processes, determining means of preventing non-conformity and eliminating their causes. What are these non-conformity? We should eliminate the causes, estimation and application of the process for continual improvement of the quality management system. So these are some steps and these are very important. Other than that, the implications of benefits of quality, benefits of this mutually beneficial suppliers relationship, this is also important. So mutually beneficial suppliers relationship, as well as the this, that is yeah, steps in developing QMS is important. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. So yeah, thank you so much.